I was asked how I tie these double non-sew bows, so let's show you. The only thing you need to make a bow like this is ribbon and a scissor and your 3 fingers. I'm using 3.8 inch or 15 millimeter ribbon. That is the same on both sides, and it has a fine wire in both ends. Cut your ribbon down to about 19 inches or 48 centimeters if you want this size of bow. To tie the bow, you simply make a V from your index finger and your middle finger. Place the ribbon on your middle finger and hold it with your thumb. This end will be one of the tails, so you might want to make it longer or shorter. Take your ribbon and move it under your index finger, over your middle finger, under the middle finger, over the index finger, and under your index finger and your middle finger. Hold it with your thumb. Now that you have it here, you take the end and loop it through the bottom of your V, like this. Make sure that it's facing the right way. Take your end. You created this kind of loop here. So you take your end, take it over the loop. Let's see if I can show you a little more clear. Take it over the loop here and pull it under. Now you just tighten it so you can wiggle it a little and pull it down to where you want it to be. Use your fingers to tighten it together, and you now have your bow. If you're not satisfied with how some of the bows are in the length, you can manipulate it a little. Like that. And once you're satisfied, you just remove your bow from the fingers and make sure that everything is facing the right way. Turn it a little more, and then you can take the ends if you want to make these tails. Take them over each other like this. Fold them in half. Determine the length that you want. You can always cut it shorter. It's a little difficult the other way. And then you just make an angle cut like this. And you now have the perfect bow. To add your bow on an ornament like I have here, I will use a bead. I'll use a piece of string, and you can pre-tie them to use them for any type of ornament. So you take the length that you want your ornament to hang in. I think I'll keep mine. I will avoid this one, so this might be a little too short. But I'll take mine around here. Once you have your string, you tie the ends with a knot. Like that. Now you can take your bead by squeezing your string together, pull it through the bead, and I like to kind of twist mine on here. want to have it on the other side, a little more twisting, I'll just drag it out. And for the bow, let's take this one. You actually have to loosen it just a tiny bit. You could do this while the bow is still sitting on your fingers. Let's just see if I can loosen mine enough. So once you have an opening, you take your string and pull it into the bow. You could use a scissor, something else to just kind of push it through. And now that I have it on my string, I'll make sure that it's facing the right way. And then I'll just gently go ahead and tie and pull my knot together again. Make sure that it's tight enough. And make sure that you don't accidentally turn your bow into a mess. So I now have my bow and my bead here on top. So all I want to do now is take my ornaments. I'll just use this little cute countdown. Then you take your string, pull it from the back, open it up just a little, and get your bow and your bead inside this rabbit hole. Then you just pull it, and once your string here is tied, you can move your bow down to where you want it, as well as your bead. And now you can go in and tighten that knot a little more. And you now have a cute little ornament with a bow and a bead on top. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to have more advice, tips and tricks, please subscribe to my channel. Also, I'd love to receive some comments on what you thought of this little project.